Hello there, BookTube. So, I said I would do somewhat of a house tour when I moved into my new place. It's a bit echoey, as you can hear, and I'm actually recording this on my camera, which is why you're currently staring at a wall, because I can't be asked to stare it at me and then do more shots and edit this together, because I've not got my computer handy at the moment. So this is going to be very raw footage. You've got my hand here for now. I'm going to show you around the house, and you can see what it's like. It's very sparse. So here we go. This is the living room. This is from my front door. This is what you see. I've got a sofa there. I have a huge empty space. From here, I have my sofa, I have a PlayStation 3 and a small monitor set up. That's basically just so I can watch something. I've been unpacking, so there is crap everywhere as I'm still unpacking stuff. And I mean, I haven't unpacked a great deal, obviously, but I'm still trying to get everything organised. This is my kitchen. It's quite a mess. As you can tell, it's a nice little kitchen. I'm going to move the cooker from where it is to where the fridge is, and I'm actually going to put the fridge behind the door here in the living room, just to give myself a bit more space in the kitchen. I think that'll be better. I only have one small bookcase, so I'll do a quick bookcase tour, but it's not much of a tour. Okay, I'm down. I've landed. Right, first of all, I've got some 3DS DS games. Nothing massively interesting there, but they're there all the same. Here I've got Song of Ice and Fire, 1984, Stephen King's The Stand, The Wolf, and The Kingkiller Chronicles. So, pretty standard. I've got, on this shelf, I've got The Darkness That Comes Before. That was one of the buddy reads, along with The Wolf, so that's on my shelf so I can read that. I've got the first 5 Malazan books because I'm doing the Malazan read along. One thing that does annoy me, and you can actually tell quite clearly here, the second book in the Malazan series is slightly taller than all the others by about 2mm for no reason. It's the only one in the series that is. All the others are the same height. That one is slightly taller. I don't know why that happens, but it does. I've then got The Gentleman Bastards there and some Felix Castor books. So, pretty good shelf overall. Down here I've got that's basically all fantasy, with the exception of The Stand, which is dystopia, and The Wolf, I suppose, would technically be anthropological sci-fi, technically. But it's going to read more like a fantasy book because of the setting. So, whilst it's technically not fantasy, it's going to read more like fantasy, so it's one of those. Down here I have my sci-fi shelf. And I have Fahrenheit 451. I mean, 1984 is also not fantasy, it's also dystopian, but doesn't matter. I've got Fahrenheit 451, Children of Time, Empire of Silence. I've got the first 2 Expanse books there. I've got the Foundation series by Isaac Asimov, which are in the wrong order. That's better. It's quite a tightly packed shelf, but it's just right. Then I've got Mortal Engines, a couple of Star Trek books, the first 2 Polity books, and right on the edge I've got the Red Dwarf books. The first one just Red Dwarf and Better Than Life. Down on the bottom I have a couple of additional books that just didn't fit anywhere else because this is the only shelf unit I have in the house. And I've got the Senlin Ascends. I've got the Book of Babel trilogy, with Senlin Ascends being one of the books for this month. I've got Neverending Story. This is one of the copies I've got. I've got multiple copies of Neverending Story, as I'm sure you can imagine. And I've got another Stephen King, down here. I've also got one more book, which is The Girl with All the Gifts, which is by, if you can see there, M.R. Carey, which is the same as Mike Carey, who did the Felix Castor series. He's actually famous as M.R. Carey. I knew him as Mike Carey for the Felix Castor series. I didn't realise he was well known for doing other books as M.R. Carey. He's got two different names so that he can appeal to different audiences. I've then got my Blu-Ray collection, which this is literally just a few Blu-ray that I happened to pick up. This is not even close to my Blu-ray collection. My Blu-ray collection could fill this entire bookshelf plus two more of this bookshelf and still have overflow. So this is just what I could fit in a small shoebox with some space. That's what we've got. I made sure to pick up a couple of things that I would definitely want to watch, like I've got Firefly and I've got House, so I've got a couple of series that I can watch. The first season of The Walking Dead there, which I've been meaning to watch for a good long while. I never got round to watching it properly. A couple of films that I'll enjoy, like Rogue One, the only good Star Wars film, Oculus and Cube, some really good underrated horror films, like proper classic style horror where it's not just a jump scare, it's actually scary for the themes that they're going through. Just a couple of other things that I picked up that some of them I've not even seen. Like, I've not seen Fantasy Island yet. I picked that up cheap. I've been meaning to watch it. It's there, so why not? So that's my my one and only bookshelf. My lone little bookshelf. Now let's see if I can get up off the floor, given that ooh, okay, so I'm up. I'm not exactly very mobile, as I've explained. Alright, let's tackle the stairs. Thankfully, I can still make it up the stairs. I need to take a breath at the top, but I can still make it up the stairs. Just about. Right, let's have a little look in the bedroom. Here's the bedroom. There's a bed in it. That's it. I really have just moved in. In here, I have a tiny room that is little more than a walk-in cupboard. You can't even fit a bed in there. So that is barely even usable as a room. My boiler. And here's my bathroom. Pretty standard bathroom. And yeah, that's my house. Let's get down the stairs without falling. Ideally, I was hoping for a flatter bungalow without stairs. Ideally, I was hoping for a flatter bungalow without stairs, but this place, it's a brilliant size, given the price. Like, this living room is huge. I can hardly complain about the amount of space I've got here. I'm basically going to turn this into two rooms using this, what used to be a divide, because this used to be multiple rooms. Like, this used to be a dividing wall here, and that by the front door used to be a dividing wall, and they would have met up at about where my sofa is here. And that would have been a hallway that would have opened up into this section, which would have been one room, and that section with the window would have been another room. But I've knocked these walls in and turned it into one huge room, which is fine. It makes it really roomy and lovely. I like that. What I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to have my desk here, where this table is, and I'm going to have an L-shaped desk that comes out. And then I'm going to have something backing onto the desk here, and I'm going to effectively divide it into two halves. So I've got my computer here, and I've got my living room set up with my TV on what would be the chimney breast there. And that should hopefully give me a lot of space and a division of areas so that I can set up an area for watching TV and relaxing. I can move my sofa to where the radiator is now, put the sofa there, that I'll be able to see the TV comfortably. And it'll divide up the room into a standard living room area and an office-esque area here. And I'm thinking I'm going to stick a chair where the sofa currently is, because I'm currently directly under the stairs. I'm going to stick a chair here and turn this into kind of a reading nook situation, because that way I can stick a huge bookcase where I am now, because this is a two-seater sofa, so if I stick a chair where that seat is directly under the stairs, I can get one of my big bookcases where this dividing wall is here, up against this wall, and turn this into a bit of a reading nook. So those are my plans, and that's the house tour. Hopefully that was enjoyable, and I will make some more videos in the near future, and you'll actually see my face in them. I'll discuss books and various different things, and I'll be reading a lot more, hopefully. But obviously, as I've been moving in and setting everything up, I've not had much time, so I've not read as much as I had hoped. Though I have now started the first Malazan book, and I've been making some progress on Leviathan Wakes and Name of the Wind, so I'm getting some time in reading, which is nice. I want to start Senlin Ascends very soon. That's the next one I want to start. I may start that one tonight, depending on how I'm feeling. Obviously, I'm not playing many video games. I only moved the PS3 over, so I'd have something that could play Netflix and Blu-rays, things like that. I will move my PS4 over. I'm not getting a PS5. I was planning to, but instead, the PlayStation 5 was going to be a Christmas present from my parents. Because they couldn't get one, they've instead ordered me a brand new TV. So I'm going to have a huge TV that will go on that chimney breast. That'll be lovely. That'll basically mean that I'll have what will be the equivalent of a home cinema, because that's going to be huge. Given that I'm going to have it, I'm going to have the sofa only over there. The distance between the TV and the sofa, that's going to feel like a cinema screen. So that's going to feel fantastic to watch TV and game on. It's going to be an Ultra HD 4K 55 inch, so that is going to be massive compared to what I'm currently watching, which is a, I think, 24 inch monitor. It might be 27 inch, I'm not sure. It's not a huge monitor. And yeah, I did grab a monitor rather than a TV, which is why I've got speakers set up, because I stupidly didn't think to grab my TV. I grabbed my computer monitor instead in a rush. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching. Bye.